Hey everyone, welcome back. Last time, we relived the terror of Sacramento's vampire, the random shootings, the blood-drinking horrors that gripped a quiet suburb in the late 70s. But today, we're peeling back the layers on Richard Chase himself. Not the monster headlines made him, but the scared kid who slipped away, the delusions that consumed him, and the real people, families, neighbors, shrinks, who almost stopped it. This is 20 minutes of deep dive. The psychology, the missed chances, and tools you can use today to protect kids in your life. Stick around. It's eye-opening. Let's start at the beginning, because Chase wasn't hatched from hell. Born May 23, 1950, in Sacramento, a Presbyterian family, middle-class vibes, Mira Loma High grad in '68. Sounds normal, right? Wrong. By 10, Ricky was deep in what shrinks call the McDonald triad. Chronic bedwetting past age 5, lighting fires just to watch them dance, and worst, clawing cats alive. Dogs, too. Studies link this combo to violence later. One review found it in 40% of killers' childhoods, though it's no crystal ball. More like a scream for help from neglect or beatings. His dad, Richard Sr., ruled with a belt, welts that scarred deep. Mom, Beatrice? Paranoia queen, maybe poisoning fears rubbing off. Imagine being that kid. No safe arms, just rage bubbling. Trauma rewires brains, disrupts serotonin, amps aggression. Today, we'd spot it with school screenings. HRSA guidelines push suicide and behavior checks for ages 12 to 21. Programs like Bright Futures save lives. Early talk therapy cuts violent paths by 50%. Chase's folks? They called shrinks at 12 and 18. But impotence tied to mommy issues got brushed off. Teens? Alcohol daily, pot, LSD benders. Erectile dysfunction hit hard. Parties turned to tears, fueling impotence rage. LSD doesn't birth schizophrenia. But in vulnerable brains like his, it ignites dopamine storms. By college, flunked out. Retail job tanked. Roommates bolted from his naked struts, conga crashes in psych haze. One ER meltdown. They stole my pulmonary vein. Blood's gone. Ran naked, cow blood dripping. Mom yanked meds. Big mistake. Folks, if a teen's isolating, ranting body horrors, act. SAMHSA funds youth crisis lines. NAMI helplines free. Chase's early psych evals screamed intervention. Missed it, and the world paid. Mid-70s, Chase's world shrank to a filthy Watt Avenue hole. VW from parents scrapped. Now blenders screamed with farm rabbits, strays, coke chasers under Hitler posters. Rick the Sick, they called him. Loner, LSD ghosts, UFO rays draining veins. Shaved head to watch bones shift. This was paranoid schizophrenia full throttle. 1% of us battle it, voices commanding, reality fracturing. But Chase's twist? Clinical vampirism, Renfield syndrome. Blood as cure-all, rooted in trauma power grabs. Cases like his, rare but treatable with antipsychotics, stabilizing 80%. Pyramid Lake, 77. Nude bloodbath, cow liver trunk, rifles seized. Locked in Beverly Manor, released September 76. Conservatorship lapsed. Free to rage. FBI profiler Robert Ressler later nailed it. Disorganized offender. Schizophrenic chaos. No cleanup. Compulsion kills. 70% match untreated psychos. His apartment? Bone towers, brain Tupperware, 500 names. Diathesis stress model explains. Genes, family psych history, vulnerable. Stress, abuse, drugs, explodes. Dopamine overload from LSD? Fried pathways. New angle. Erickson's identity crisis. Chase never built a self, just antisocial shell. Sharir defenses, project rage onto poisoners. Valuable? Journal delusions. CBT rewires 40% symptoms. Apps like MoodPath track swings. Chase's neighbors saw sunken eyes, blood lips. Tip that caught him. Be that neighbor. December 29th, 1977. Suburbia heaven. Ranch houses, sprinklers, kids' laughs. Ambrose Griffin, 51, Boeing engineer, dad to Edward Jr. and Robert. Grocery run with wife Beryl, Chevy and driveway. Crack. 22 hollow point heart shot from primer gray Plymouth Valiant. He collapses in her arms, blood blooming. Ambi! Neighbors bolt doors. No loot, no motive. Cops find brass amid tire burns. 2 nights prior, same block blasts, skinny ghost fleeing. Sketch, pale 20s white male. City whispers, drive-by ghost. Griffin funeral packs cavalry, casseroles, boys' tears over dad's tools. Chase? Back home, pureeing bunnies. Humans next. First crack in his delusion dam. January 23rd, 1:02 p.m. Teresa Wallen, 22, 3 months pregnant with Dane, flu fighting in Don Street nest. Hubby David away. Trash out, back door shatters. Chase. Surgical gloves snap. Stoger Luger pops. Palm shreds. Temple fatal. Drags her, mutilates. Nipple snick. Spleen out. Kidneys on liver. Yogurt in blood lake. Gulps. Dog dead. Bowels strewn. David home to hell. Headlines scream, vampire! Gun shops mobbed. Chase torches gloves, raids bunnies. January 27th, 3:30 p.m. Evelyn Maroth, 38, divorcee mom to Carrie 11, Justin 8, Jason 6. Hosts Barbara Macy, 38, godson David 22 months. Cookies, sesame laughs. Cardboard ruse, shotgun roars. Evelyn face gone, Barbara chest, toddler sniped. 81-year-old Dan double tap skull. Jason neck kiss. Evelyn dragged, necro raped, blood quaffed from cup. Tub soup, brains, feces. Neighbor kid knocks, Chase bolts with toddler corpse, ditches it. Cops swarm, type B blood, RTC casings. Nancy tip, orange parka weirdo, DMV priors. Aurora raid, brains, gore pale. Apartment nightmare confirmed. Victims humanized Chase's madness, blood survival, but shattered lives. Animal cues ignored, 80% violence predictor. Enter Robert Ressler, FBI legend. Profile, schizophrenic, disorganized, blood-obsessed vampirist. Scenes chaotic, no staging, compulsion. Visionary subtype, 25% serials, delusion-driven. Dual diagnosis, schizo plus antisocial, 30% violent psych. Ressler interviewed killers like Kemper, saw Chase's impotence rage flip to necro control. May 79. 12 bailiffs, 250 exhibits, Luger, positives, fridge horrors. DA. Griffin warm up to orgies. Defense. UFOs, vein vampires. Chase. Fresh blood halts venom. Shrink war, half schizo, half faker. Guilty 6 counts, death. Appeals drag, 80 mattress meds raid, OD foam. McNaughton ruled sane-ish. Modern? MR is spot 90% schizo changes. 20 minutes in, here's the gold. Chase, preventable. Triad? Screen schools. Family First Act funds home therapy. Meds? Relapse 5 times without. Community. Report odd. Neighbors saved Sacramento. CBT/DBT for at-risk youth, 60% rewiring. SAMHSA, $35 million youth suicide prevention. Journal, therapy, your power. Survivors? Griffin voids, Miroth haunts, heal with support. Chase drained reality. You're the light. Share, sub, next breakdown soon. Stay vigilant.